Hi, it's Andreas from FormTech 3D here, and we're very excited because we've just received our FORM1 Plus stereolithography 3D printer, and you can see it comes in 3 packages here. This is the main box with the printer. We have our little box which I think has the resin for the printer in it, and then here we have our finishing kit for the printer. So let's open up this box and have a look what we've got inside here now. So yeah, once we've opened the box, we have this, what you first see is this black bag here. You just take that off. I think this contains the power supply for the 3D printer. Just put that to the side. And then we take off this cover to get into the heart of the beast here. So once we've opened up the box, the first thing that we can see here is our packaging and return slip. You must keep the packaging for your printer for warranty purposes if you're ever taking it back to Formlabs when you repairs or things like that. And then here we also have our quick start guide for getting you up and running and printing as soon as possible. So I think what would be best here is if we just get the box on the floor so we can actually take the printer out on the table here. So now that our printer is on the floor here, we can see the packaging. And it's quite a clever system where the printer is sandwiched in between 2 of these sort of saran wrap supports that keeps it suspended in the middle and shock absorbed. So that's quite a clever way that Formlabs package the printer. So we just take this top piece off, and then we can take our printer out of the box here. Let's just set this here on the table. And here we can see our FORM1 Plus printer from Formlabs. So now that we have our FORM1 Plus printer out of the box, we can start taking a look at getting rid of this other packaging that just sort of keeps the lid closed and everything together on the actual printer. It's just sort of a cellophane wrap here and some cardboard on the sides that keep it together. You can see the nice acrylic covering here that keeps the laser of the printer inside whilst printing, as well as not letting UV rays get to the resin and actually cure it before the laser does. That just comes right off, and then just the last piece under it here. And that is our FORM1 Plus printer unwrapped. Now we can have a look at what else is going on inside here. So now we just have a couple more things to undo here just on the inside, a couple more things just to unpack, and then we should be set. This is just a tilting mechanism with a hinge here. It's a really nice mechanism, really smooth, and catches it at any point that you leave it. So that's a really nice mechanism here, it seems good and steady. And then here we holding on our resin tank that holds the UV curable resin for our printer. It's just got a couple pieces of sticky tape on it, keeping it in here. We can just take that off and throw that away. And yeah, this is the build platform that actually pulls your prints out from the resin tank below it that holds your resin. We can slide the resin tank out here, and then we can just have a look inside. This is the resin tank. You can see it's made of the same acrylic as the lid to keep your resin from curing and for storage purposes. And then here we can have a look into the machine, and you can just basically have a little look at what's going on in there. And that is basically our FORM1 Plus printer unwrapped. So we've put our printer to the side now so that we can have a look at the other packages and boxes that came with it. So here we've got our resin and also our finishing kit that we're going to have a look at. But first I think let's open up this black bag that we have our power supply in, I think. Yeah, and that's just our little power supply for the Formlabs printer, and also our USB cable for tethering it to computers as well as firmware updates and all of that. So that's our power supply and USB cable. And then here we have what I think will be our resin for the printer. Yep. And here we have a 1 liter bottle of Formlabs clear resin for that near optic finish clear prints. And then now we'll have a look at the finishing kit and see what we got in here. Now we're gonna open up our box here that contains our finishing kit for the FORM1 printer. It's just taped up a bit here. And here we can see what we got in our finishing kit. Let's take some and start out here. These here will be our tanks that we'll put our isopropyl or rubbing alcohol in, that you clean your prints off to get the excess resin that hasn't been cured by the laser. So those are our tanks that we'll put our prints in. And this here is a little basket that we just fold, and then this will go into these tanks to help us lift our prints in and out of the alcohol mixture. And here we have another setting up form that just shows us how to use the finishing kit and how to set everything up. And then in here we have a bunch of nitrile gloves, just for when you're working with the alcohol and the resin so you don't get it on your skin. That's quite handy. And in here we should have our tweezers and other tools used for finishing. This is just the foam pads that go on this basket for your tanks. This I think is a little micropore rag to clean with and other things like that. Our squeeze bottle, our scraper to get our prints off of the bolt plate, and what's left in here are our pliers for removing the supports, the generated supports for your prints, and then tweezers as well, just to help out with that. And then here we see our main part of the finishing kit, and basically you'll take that bolt platform out of the printer. That will go here, your 2 tanks next to it, your other finishing materials, and then basically this is your whole kit to finish up your prints. So pretty together kit. It looks like it's got everything you need here to get going. Impressed with that. Now we've got everything unpacked and unboxed of our FORM1 Plus 3D printer from Formlabs. So this is everything you need to get started. It's your finishing kit, your resin, your power supply, your resin tank. Everything you need to go is all here. I hope you all learned something from the video, and thank you for watching. And if you want to check out what this printer does and everything, just follow us, FormTech 3D. Have a look at us on Facebook, Instagram, and our website. And yeah, you can have a look and see what this FORM1 printer does in action then. Thank you.